Their fans are ready, and if this shot from earlier is any indication, the Mavericks certainly look ready too. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
The Mavericks last season traded away Kristaps Porzingis. Can they find a new number two? Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "We'll see. It could be we'll have no second scorer, just guys that play roles at a high level. And you see teams win championships that way, too. I have to put guys in position to be successful and find a way to win." Brian.
Thanks, Allie. So a moment now to see the story for Tim Hardaway.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Smart and White make up the backcourt. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum, they're the forwards. And it's Horford in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Mavericks, manning the backcourt, it'll be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Hardaway Jr. and Finney-Smith make up the forward spots, and it's Powell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here in the middle of the season, these teams really coming into their own right now. They've found their identity and know what they're all about, Grant.
Well, oftentimes that's what happens. I mean, these guys have had the time to gel and get to know how they like to play. And at this point, it's all about going out night after night and just executing.
Now here's Smart. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Over Doncic. And it's Tatum missing. White against Dinwiddie. Shoots over White. Dinwiddie, no good.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
Here's Dallas now. Doncic outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Tatum with the block.
Tatum makes it easy for his teammates with his defense. He's always a threat to block shots, and he can cover any part of the floor.
Now here's Tatum. He had 25 points in his last game. Horford, a screen on Doncic. Here's Tatum, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
Yeah, so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them.
And that one falls for Tatum.
The potential that Tatum still possesses to get better is quite scary. I mean, this guy has done an awful lot in a very short time. He's a versatile forward with tremendous skills and a work ethic to match.
He's off on the second.
And guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first-team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
Smart outside. Pass to Horford. Outside, Brown. Tatum against Hardaway with the runner. Boston again missing. You know, probably the biggest shift for Tatum, his advancement at the defensive end, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. And that's imperative at the small forward position. Think about it. You have guys like LeBron, Kawhi, KD. Now Jason Tatum is in that elite two-way group as well. And you have to put Jimmy Butler in there as well.
Now here's Smart. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Horford, a screen on Doncic. Smart. Horford can't hit.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
And he lobs it up top. And Powell with the stuff.
Got to give it up for Powell now. I mean, he excels at rising off the ground to punch home these alley-oops.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Horford for three. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. Dinwiddie outside. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be right back. Just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Here's Bullock. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Christian Wood out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Reggie Bullock. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And in any season, you'll have your struggling teams. Clark is a competitor. How hard is it to bring your best when you're enduring a tough stretch?
Well, I think it comes down to the responsibility you have to yourself and your team to give it your best shot. And competitors want to compete, and you have to relish that, even when you have the deck stacked against you. So weathering adversity and still being professional and committed to competing, I think is the mark of every pro, should be the mark of every pro.
Here's Bullock, guarded by Brogdon. To the inside, 13 feet out. Doncic, good. Doncic has got 5 points.
Doncic doesn't give the mid-range a lot of love, but he has the touch to knock it down from there.
And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Grant.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease.
Free throw, good. Brown.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Green is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Well, Grant, you look at the Celtics and their defense. Not a surprise. It's at the heart of this team.
No question. I mean, you have 3+ defenders on the perimeter. Their big men can switch on the guards and protect the rim, too. Top to bottom, they can match up well with any team.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
Brogdon with the ball. Guarded now by Wood. And it's Brogdon missing. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Here's Bullock. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Brogdon against Doncic. Goes back up. The 3 from Wood. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Here's Bullock. Doncic on the wing. Over Brogdon. Here's McGee. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
Shooting 2.
throws good. McGee and this Mavericks team, Grant, they are loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
And the Celtics making a change here. Horford, he's checked in for Griffin. Jason Tatum comes in for Brown. White, he's checked in for Brogdon. And Smart subbed in for Pritchard.
And you have to think that one advantage this Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. They're pretty adaptable.
Smart with a bucket.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Oh, I love the mindset to get at the rim right there. He knows they're down and wants to spark a comeback.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Hardaway. From outside the arc. He drops it from range.
Hardaway Jr. rises and fires with great confidence from there.
Horford outside. Tatum against Hardaway. Down low. Right side, Williams. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. And it's Tatum missing. It's good if it goes. That shot off.
Yeah, with his length and athleticism, Tatum has the tools to be a lockdown defender.
And so it's Dallas up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Defense is setting the tone. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West. And for those teams at the top of the standings, potential home court implications.
Always important. Those implications can mean a deep run or a trip to Cancun.
Why can't you do both?
I think in your career you have. And now let's talk about the first half we just watched. A fantastic performance for the Dallas Mavericks.
It's been a three-point barrage for them. They're making the extra pass. They're turning it into good shots. Oh, man, this team is playing great. They rarely give the defense a chance to recover.
And they let it fly, making the defenders cry.
Oh, are you rhyming over here?
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On the floor for Boston, Smart and White make up the backcourt. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum, they're the forwards. And it's Horford in at the 5, down low. Tatum passes to Brown. Smart outside from deep. Second chance effort. And Brown with the layup.
And Brown is just so physically imposing, I mean, especially inside where he usually gets whatever he wants.
Doncic left side. Second shot opportunity. Dallas again missing.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half, 0 for their first 3 attempts.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, the Celtics are handing the keys to the two J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. There have been growing pains and even some question if the pair could coexist. But Brown said, quote, "The adversity will help us grow. As long as I'm on the same page with him and he's on the same page with me, we're all good." Ryan?
Figuring it out, Allie. Thank you.
I like the fact that the energy that Brown plays with makes him a guy that does a good job getting to the line.
Jalen Brown at the line for two.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Christian Wood is checked in for the Mavericks. Bullock comes in for Doncic. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there.
No one expected to see that. He's been owning the line as of late. A great start to the second half for him, hustling for the rebound and converting the follow.
That's what he does. That's who he is. Back into action and right back at it on the glass.
Here's Dinwiddie, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Tatum.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And he drops it first. And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Outside, Brown. Inside, here's Tatum, and finished off by Tatum.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Pass to Wood. Oh, sweet move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Wood's got 5.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up. Keep on applying pressure to their defense.
Tatum finds Brown from deep three-point range. The Mavericks pull it in.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Second team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Reggie Bullock, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And the Celtics making a change here. Williams is checked in. And he makes both free throws. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Now Tatum, the stats he's putting up, impressive. Averaging around 30.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Good work there as it goes. Tatum's got his second basket of the game.
Tatum's got a lot of options he can go to on his finishes inside. This guy is a smooth operator close to the hoop.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They're showing impressive focus out there, and it's paying off big on both ends of the floor. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Doncic and Hardaway Jr. man the backcourt. Maxi Kleber out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Wood in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And it's Tatum missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And the basket by Wood. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
Really good pass from Finney-Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
Horford, a screen on Hardaway. Here's White. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Christian Wood picks one up. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
Love the consistency at the free throw line in this one too, fellas. Getting a healthy number of points off trips to the line.
That's good from White.
And for people who didn't know about Derek White before last year's playoffs, they sure know about him now. He played big on the biggest stage.
Green's checked in for Kleber. And the Celtics also making a change. Brown, he's checked in for Williams. White hits them both. It's amazing how much energy White brings to the floor, Grant.
You know, B.A., he has a passion for the game. He's tough and he's very intelligent. He makes great decisions. He has all the tangibles you're looking for.
Doncic. Tatum with the block. Back to Smart. Pass to Horford. Tatum with it. There's the block. Green against Brown. Doncic outside. Wood, a screen on Smart. And here's Doncic outside. It's hauled in by White. And the Celtics shooting just 28%. Lacking confidence on offense right now. Boston again missing.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Wood outside. Outside, Green. Pass to Doncic. Looking to get back on track. Second chance shot. Doesn't go that time. And Boston going the other way now.
A really solid victory for them here tonight. They kept things simple, took what the defense gave them, and grabbed the win for the Mavericks.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And this is a good response for them after a disappointing loss the first time they got together. They didn't make the same mistakes tonight. They only meet once more, and they'll have a chance to win the season series against the Celtics.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Luka Doncic.
I think his biggest contribution may have been on the boards. He kept plays alive and denied second chances.
White against Green. so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Luka, yes, another victory for you, but the games will keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, you know, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
Well, you put together a full game tonight, and it paid off. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And now we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.